This is Dr. Deborah again. Radical acceptance. I said love is radical acceptance. And a friend of mine sent me a clip from the movie Come Sunday. I understand it's been out since 2018. I had never heard of it. But something in it that made her suggest that I look at it, and I did a couple of times. I had to because it was some strong medicine in there. The thing that I walked away with is something that I've said in a different way before, but it was interesting the way it happened in the movie. At the end, the preacher says he wonders what is it about loving people unconditionally that scares us so much. Before he said that, he had said he wonders if it's because if God loves us unconditionally, then maybe we have to do the same thing. Last time I talked about boundless love. I've talked about, of course, radical acceptance. And I always ask the question, what do you think you have to lose? What do you think you have to lose? I think I've also said to make the statement, somebody has to pay. Because somebody messes up, you have to pay. And he got in trouble for saying that there's no hell. But that's the same thing. You get away with stuff. What is it about us that believes that if we don't punish people, they don't get better, or we don't feel better? I got to think about it, because think about it, our punitive system is not working, and for so many reasons. But one of them is that people come out worse out of prisons and jails than before they went in. So it is not working. And of course, if you have corporal punishment, parents that you grew up with, people, psychologists say that really does not work, and maybe it doesn't for some people. And then for some people, it kept some kids from doing some stuff. So, but still, in a general sense, there is a way to love without hurting people. And what makes us think we have to hurt them to love them? I'm doing this, our parents would say, because I love you. It didn't feel like love. It didn't at all, even when they said the stuff. So loving, we clearly have missed the mark on that. And when you think about the person, you think about God. And that's what Pearson asked this question that so many people all of my life I've heard. If God is so loving, how can, why does this happen? I think to babies. And I think I probably said this before I saw the movie, and maybe in the Boundless thing. But God, what I'm left with is we are the only representation. We are the representation. I wouldn't say the only, because I've said before animals are more loving than we are. Representations for other human beings of what love looks like. And if we don't show up and do it, they will not see it, and they would doubt that it exists. So what would it take? That's a question for us all. What would it take for us to just try to learn how to love? I think I got a recipe for it. But doing the right thing, or extending yourself. See, but you wouldn't call that the right thing, because if somebody hits you, the right thing for you might be to hit them back, or to get them back in some kind of way. And I get it, because sometimes people do things you just want to smack them, and I'm just being real. Of course, if you're 2-year-old, you do. If you're a 25-year-old, you might not ought to do it. But still, I do get it. So don't think I'm just, all this, I know how to love, and let me show you how to do it, and I'm not facing the same thing. That's not even the issue here. Ever the issue when somebody tells you what's right, they struggle with it just like you do. But if we're ever going to get to the place, if it's our goal to get to the place where we are loving people so that they know that there is a God that loves them, or a higher being, whatever your language is, I really don't care, and I don't. So, don't get all excited about the language that I use. Whatever language you use. Loving is loving, no matter where it's coming from. And a good story that shares with us what it means to love someone, fact or fiction, is good for us. It's good learning for us. And so my hope is that what I'm saying, some of whatever I'm saying that resonates with you, that can help you in your relationships with people that you love and people you don't know and people you don't agree with, then do that. Don't you? I just kind of think our world would be a much safer, loving place to be if we all just tried. And when you don't know how, learn. And that's, of course, what I'm here to do, is to help you learn. This has been Dr. Deborah, and How to Love is Radical Acceptance, and radical acceptance is unconditional love. And unconditional love is what a loving being, higher spirit, God does.